Celebrating the first day of summer. It's a beautiful day today. So we thought we'd shoot out on our deck. And we're going to be sitting right there right after this. Hi everybody. Welcome to Retirement SOS.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Ernie. And today, first day of summer, we're going to keep it light. And we have a question for everybody. And the question is, at what age are you officially a senior? And Beth is going to have the answer shortly. But let's do a little bit of a background. If you go to McDonald's, they're telling you you're a senior at age 55. If you go to Burger King, they define a senior that starts at age 60. So we have two very iconic restaurants that have different interpretations. So basically, if you want a discounted coffee, you've got to judge which place you want to go to. And we see a lot of seniors at these places, and usually the men are sitting at one table and the women are sitting at another table. And one thing I've noticed is the women always seem a little bit louder than the men, and I'm kind of wondering why that is, or should I kind of move on and not say anything further? Thanks. There's also, back in the 1980s and 1990s, there was an iconic commercial by London Life, and it was called Freedom 55. And basically, they were advocating retirement at age 55. But really what that was just a big marketing scheme. Not too many people could afford to retire at age 55. But what an iconic commercial. And it got everybody thinking about retirement back in the 80s and 90s. And that was kind of the beginning of early retirement, because prior to that, most people would traditionally work till 65. And it's an amazing commercial because we're still talking about it 30 years later.
Yeah.
So Beth, you've just heard what McDonald's and Burger King, they have differing views on when the age of a senior starts. You are between age 55 and 60. So I want to know your interpretation, and your interpretation will be the official answer of when seniorhood really starts.
Wow, that's a big question.
No pressure.
For me personally, I don't feel like a senior yet, so I would say it starts at age 60. That's my interpretation. I feel like I'm still not a senior, other than the fact that I recently bought hearing aids, which is something we might cover in an upcoming video. But I still don't feel like a senior, so I would say that it starts at 60. And I'm going to boycott those places that call me a senior. If we look at life in 30-year increments, 0 to 29, you're young, and there's the expression, don't trust anyone over 30 until you reach 30.
And that was a big thing with the baby boomers. The baby boomers considered age 30 to be a turning point in their life. And they considered age 30 old.
Really
old. Of
old.
course, they probably all regret saying that now.
Well, until they reach the age of 30. 30 to 59, your productive years, the work and the kids, and then 60 to 90 are your senior years. And if you live past 90, you're really lucky.
So let's briefly talk about the senior population in Canada. Right now, about 18% of us are considered seniors. Now, there's an amazing statistic that's going to happen at the end of the decade. 25% of us at that time will be seniors. And the reason being is that the baby boomers, that we're right in the middle of the baby boom category. So by the end of the decade, the last of the baby boomers would have turned 65. So that's going to be a very powerful category. And I hope the politicians are going to pay attention and really keep us old folks happy, especially if you want to get our votes. And then the pharmaceutical companies, they are salivating. I mean, to have 25% of the population as seniors, I mean, everybody's going to need their prescriptions and vaccines to survive this crazy, crazy world.
Yeah. So, if you're wondering about life expectancy, the countries that have the longest life expectancy are Japan and Hong Kong at 85 years. Canadians, you're 15th in place with an average life expectancy of 83. And in the US, 46th place with an average life expectancy of 79 years old.
Come on, US, we know you can do better.
Who are you to judge? Or me?
Yeah, especially the snacks, late night snacks. So really, when it comes down to it, this decade should really be classified as the decade of the senior. We're going to party like it's 1999. Rock and roll is back, baby. And we hope you enjoyed this very light summer video. If you did like it, please think about subscribing. We're trying to build a retirement community up with this channel, and give it a thumbs up if you wish. So we also want to give a shout out to the people that are homebound, that unfortunately cannot leave their homes and be outside like we are. And you know, we're always thinking about you, and we wish you the very, very, very best. So until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.